Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It doesn't work with that, does it? It works with morning and evening. Hello, everybody. I need to come up with a new intro phrase. First world problems. How are we all doing? Why am I picture up there? What is going on? I'm really getting sick of Prism. I'm going to have to get a new piece of software for my camera. It's also not focused. Oh, what's going on? That looks slightly better. Anyway, hello. How are we all doing? Let me fix these blinds. What is going on today? Natural light. Yuck. Hope you're all doing well. I just want to start off with a quick apology. I've been away a little bit. Had some internet issues. Had some PC issues. Had some world life problems. Being exhausted with kids and being a dad and having a legal battle at the moment. And just not fun times. Life being life. But everybody's okay. Count blessings. Everyone's well and healthy. And it's not the end of the world. So life is all good. Oh, bless you, hamster. I've just literally first back streaming in a while. That's not surprised me that I've not done that. Thank you very kindly. Sorry if you were looking forward to some No Man's Sky. Have been playing it a little bit on and offline. But still finding my feet on streaming it. It's, yeah. I find it hard to talk when I'm just farming resource mining. But I will find my groove. I shall watch some more of yours for inspiration. But hopefully me and Wabba will be doing a collab on Friday of that, because he's now feeling a little bit better. Bless him, he's been very poorly with the old winter bugs. I hope you are well anyway, sir. I will give you a shout out later, because currently you're the only one in the chat. It's a distraction quest, the game. Yeah, exactly right. It's just finding a different... It's different to a cerebral game that I'm comfortable and confident with, because then I'm telling people what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. I'm not really thinking with No Man's Sky. I'm just having fun. But it's all good. I'll find my groove with it. I think I'll find the co-op one more fun because we just banter off each other. So, yes, it should be good. Anyway, we're going to jump into... Oh, no, we're not, because it's not set up properly. Because I was streaming No Man's Sky, as discussed. I really need to fix my scenes. Should drop in a second. There we go. Where is my... face? That's the wrong one. Oh, this is terribly unprofessional. This will be edited out for YouTube. We'll go with the old happy face. There's our short-term goals. That's a better place for them. Here we are. Why has it gone small again? I am really getting sick of Prism. I used to love Prism, and now it just vexes me. I'm going to have to get some new software. Every stream it resets. I do apologise, guys and girls. There we are. It's in my lovely mug. Right. We're on Sisterhood. You just talk lots of nonsense. Yeah, it's a bit different. You've got a much stronger community that don't care what game you play. Well, I aspire to get there. But I am not really a variety streamer yet, but I'm trying my best to branch out, as everybody keeps giving me that really good advice. However, there's been an exodus of Battle Brothers people recently, and so it's really bad timing that I've been away. Oh no, critical error. Ah, I know what that probably is. There's a new, get my words out. There is a new mod, and I'm guessing it's not backwards compatible with my save file. Rather than mess around, guys, reinstalling the mod, I'm going to just jump into a new RNG spin, and we will then pause that and come back to Sisterhood. I'm going to have to mess around loading the mods up. That is disappointing, because we're having a great run on the old one. Oh, they've also just pushed another update out since I installed it 20 minutes ago. Hilarious. That must have literally just landed. I've only just installed the new assets and the new update. Is that because it's broken? Let me see. Patch notes. Flambe? No, maybe it's just chance, coincidence, etc. Fatigue cost of throwing weapons and spell. Remove choke from the druid origin. Nobody makes a choking druid anyway, who cares? Change leftover rotation perk to tactical maneuver. New hires only. Change leftover footwork perk to tactical maneuver. So I don't know what that means, but sure. Okay, right. Let me jump out of this, install the new one. Aye. Apologies. Can't complain about getting lots of good updates, though. It's just bad timing. 8 minutes ago. That's really unlucky. So the time it took me to have a shit. There's been a new update. Thank God that this game is dead easy for installing updates. It takes a mere seconds. If anybody ever gets stuck trying to mod Battle Brothers, do just join the Discord and ask me. I will happily explain, or one of my lovely community will. It is one of the easiest games I've ever modded. There we go, we're done. Literally copy paste, move the old file out, done. Mod is watching you poo. He's gone, do it now. Yeah, yours is very professional, Hamster. That is not true. I mean, you may move the odd one. Yours is very well done. Although I was watching yours the other day, and your face was obscuring something in the top right. I think it was on No Man's Sky, so it was slightly odd to watch. So you might want to think about moving your face to the top left instead. But yours is super professional. I really like yours, actually, of all the people I watch. It's very well put together. I need to have a re-look at Frosty Tools as well. I like Frosty Tools, but unlike yours goes into a timing belt and does the shout-outs. Mine does one shout-out and then goes, "You're not premium, you can only have one shout-out per half an hour," which is really irritating because I have to manually do shout-outs if I ever get a collaborate, etc. So I need to have a look at that. Yeah, it was a very, very small critique, though. It was just, I can't think what you were looking at something, and whatever you were was under your head. And you were talking about it as well. So I was like, what? Oh, it's under his face. You use... Oh, you've done a link, and I don't allow links. I do apologise. It's just to stop people spamming bot things. Put a space in there, I'll work it out. I don't think it's that intelligent. Or just do it without the wobble. But no, your setup's really polished. I really like it. Streamer.bot. Right, brilliant. Yes, I think I did actually screenshot and make a note of what you were using. I just haven't got around to it. I've got loads of to-do list things with streaming. Anyway, where are we? Are you still enjoying No Man's Sky? There's a lot to explore with it, I find. Very programmable, bit of a learning curve. Cool. Yeah, I'll work it out. Yeah, you're doing some more tomorrow. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing quite a few collabs at the moment, but I think that's one of my favourite things to do on stream. So I'm going to try and do that more and more. You can't really do it with this game, and Battle Brothers will always be my core. But yeah, Peak's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying that, and I'm hoping that we'll have some fun on the No Man's Sky collab with Wabba. Once we find our feet with it, you're also welcome to drop in as well. I believe you can just add as many people as you want with it. I'm not sure how collabby it is of a game. I have kept warning Wabba about that, but it'll be fun to explore and chat while we do anyway. But we'll see. There's certainly a hell of a lot of content, though, to unpack. Oh, I've just loaded it again like an idiot. It's going to crash, isn't it? Yeah, it's not, okay. It's definitely this save file then. It's nothing to do with the new update. Right. We all have to do our new RNG. Right, so if we're going to do a new RNG, let me quickly rename the stream. Anyone who's watching on YouTube, apologies. I can't rename it, so you're just going to have to accept that the name is totally wrong. So, new RNG. We are going to come back to Sisterhood. Anyone who's just joined, it's just that the new update has broken the save file, so I need to go back to the old update. And have to try and remember which update I was using before, but we'll work it out. So let's spin the wheel. See what random hell we're going to get this time. Oh, please be nice. I've not played for a while. What have we got left? Oh, I haven't updated the list yet, so it's still 1 to 32 or 31? 1 to 31. Please don't roll the Cabal. That would be horrible. Let me make this bigger, guys. I can't see it. Hang on, let me go back to the starting scene screen. That's a bit large for my old eyes. We rolled... Oh, God. We rolled a 4 Oath Takers. Do I use one of my mulligans? There's more good than bad ones. I gave myself 3 mulligans. I've not had to use one yet. Yeah, we're definitely going to team up. Yeah, the problem is, like, you can't build one base as community unless you're both online, but we're going to do a different save file, so that should be okay. But you can also drop in on each other and show each other your bases and things like that. I don't think there's an awful lot to do it, like, cooperatively. But, yeah, there you go. Right, we are going to use one of our mulligans, I've decided. I don't mind Oath Takers, I've done it before. It's just, I want new fun things, and I don't think that's the most fun. So, let's see. We just rolled an 8. I think we've already done 8. Why is 8 not on the list? Am I going crazy? They should all be at the bottom. We've done 9, 3. Oh, we have 8 as Berserkers. We've done that one already. Let's try again. Random solo. Oof. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Let me jump back in the game. It seems to be up now. Right. So this is the new update. It's going to push us into a new run. For anyone who's just joined us, because I've just seen the number go up slightly, we are still doing Sisterhood, but the new mod update has broken the save file. So I will off-stream restore the old mods, because I changed about 4 things, so I need to work out which ones exactly were working for it, and then we will do that on another stream. So, but we'll start. We're doing random solo is mean. I've used a mulligan though. I'm not using a second. We'll take it. So we'll do random solo. I could have just done Oath Takers, but I'm not. I don't mind Oath Takers. It's just I've done it fairly recent-ish, so I want something fresh. Nothing but Hell Badgers. I don't know if Hell Badgers are a thing, but they should be. You're being a selfish git flying solo. Yeah, more likely could be interesting. You can need a team. Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, I don't think it's a particularly challenging game either way. It's more just having a fun pootering around game. It's probably my only critique of No Man's Sky is that it could be harder in areas. Right, background will be different each time we start. Random equipment. Oh, so we could start. We could end up with like a beggar with fists. Well, what do you reckon, chat? Do we do 3? I think we do. I think we do 3 seeds like we do with random trio. So we'll do 3 seeds just to give me half a chance. We'll do 3 seeds. What flag do we want for a random solo? Oh, that's a new flag. They've added some new ones in. With a middle finger flipping off. Oh, that's perfect for random solo. How cool is that? They've added new flags in. I would imagine that's the mods, not the base game. But if it is the base game, kudos. I find it odd that they would do that at this stage with Menace coming out. That's probably the mods. Or am I just being really unobservant? No, I definitely would have noticed a flag with somebody being flipped off. I have a terrible memory, but I'm not the most observant with stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure I would have noticed that. Even I would have noticed the flipped off flag. We're definitely using that. That's brilliant. That's hilarious. Right, random. We don't pick late game crises on this stream. Winnie. I'm not even coming up with a company name. It's just the company of Winnie G because we're soloing. We are going to go veteran because I'm just giving myself a break. Whereas we ease back in, and we did veteran on the last run, and I feel like it's just my comfort level at the minute. I'm going to try expert again in future once I've had a few deeper runs again, but expert kept chewing me up. It may be because we're doing the more challenging starting companies, who knows, but yeah, I want it to be fun. You need that flag in real life, yeah. You need a giant hamster one. I wonder how hard it is to add a flag to Battle Brothers. Maybe add one. I have to ask the Legends guys how hard it is. Alright, what did we roll? Oh, brilliant. We rolled a Vagabond. One of the lower class worst starting characters. No weapons. Yeah, we're definitely doing the 1 of 3. And single stars. Could he be less meh? Oh, not a terrible tree on first glance. For anybody watching as well who's more experienced, there are some new... Oh, this looks like there's a new graphic for Barrage. I like that. There's some new things they've added in. That's new as well. Promise Potential. That's a whole new perk, I think. Upon picking up, increase every attribute by 1 to 6, depending on how many stars each attribute has. That's fucking huge. From the Intelligence perk group. Wow. So this character, for example, would get 2 extra melee defense, 1 on all the other stats, 2 extra hit points, 2 extra initiative. That's pretty cool though, like just you get better at everything. Why would you not pick that? Every character's going to take that as perk. First Blood. Nice. That's random but nice. From the throwing perk. Okay, that makes sense because you tend to be first hit with the throwing. So there's lots of new perks they've blended in. They've changed some perks I have read as well. Talents as well. They've changed Fats now makes you move with more fatigue cost, which makes a lot of sense. I haven't memorized the updates, but there's lots of new updates, so go and check out the patch notes. And anyone who's updating, don't forget it's a new asset file. There isn't often an asset change, but they must have got to a certain point, but there is now an asset change and a mod file change, so you do need to download 2 things. Still very easy to change though. Hey, if you're a peasant, the only way is up. Yeah. I mean, we do have 7.5k, which is very generous starting. Even for me, I always pick high, but that's a very high one. So we are just going to hire other brothers. However, I like to keep the OG character, so we will do 1 of 3. Oh, 1 of 3. I think that one's going to be easy to beat, though. Like, if he'd had stars, I'm quite happy to have no weapons. I'd just go and buy him something. But, and he was drunk as well from the look of it, which will beat out of him eventually. Random solo, that's right. At least he remembers everything. It's easy to reseed. I didn't even look at the map. I'm just picking on the character. I don't care about hunting for good maps. I just think that's daft. If we have 2 equally good characters, I may look at the map, but it doesn't faze me. Oh, that's a lot stronger. Oh wow, Sellsword. Now I've gone the other direction. But Pessimist is pretty irritating. And Gluttonous is, yes, it's irritating. It's not bad. Okay, that's the one to beat, and he's level 4 as well. That's definitely the one to beat. That's more of a lone wolf start. I may actually not pick the best one. If we get one that's like medium, it looks more flavour, we'll see. And final roll of the dice. Pessimistic peasant, which is great alliteration. Pessimistic peasant. Yeah, it's just alliteration. I was trying to work out if there's any assonance in there, but it's just a bit of a tongue twister. Which is another great word. Now, I do love a net, brother. That's tempting. I really like the net skills. Oh, this may be close, you know. Obviously, a sellsword is way more competent. He is still level 4 though. 3 stars in attack. Range defense is wasted, so he's going to be a healthy high attack character. No defense, so we probably go medium armor, which we'd have to pick up with adaptive, and the net skills. Oh, and some tip of the fisherman. Javelins. Oh, he'd be quite cool to lead from the back. Nets and javelins. Oh, that's another new skill. What's that? Onslaught. Grants 50% chance to apply Baffled on every hit with any weapon when your initiative is higher than that of your opponent. Baffled enemies have 15% damage fatigue initiative. 30% of your gear will be added to melee damage done with a... Hey, I was with them until the last bullet point. 30% of your weight will be added to the melee damage done. Oh, is that like to make heavy throwers do more damage as well? It's a trade-off, though, isn't it? Because as you get heavier, your initiative goes down. Because your initiative's got to be higher than theirs, but then... Oh, how perplexing. Yeah, I mean, baffled is good anyway. You can do baffled with other ways. Interesting. Yeah, it'd be like spearfishing, isn't it? It'd be like... I would imagine, though, in this context, it's probably like Wales, because it's that sort of medieval period. But yeah, I take your point. Oh, do we make Winnie the net bro or Marshall as well? Completely wasted and hates beasts. Oh, I think we have to go sellsword. I wasn't actually paying attention to the stars. Let me save this and have a quick look. I may do one offline either way. I can still. We're definitely going to be hiring a net bros. I really enjoyed our net character on the last run, so we'll definitely be doing more of that because it's just fun. This game is not always about min-maxing; it's about having fun. Oh, I just need to go and do something super mundane, guys, which I will share with you because it amuses me how mundane it is. It's winter time. The radiators are coming back on. I need to go and make sure that the top of them are not cold in one room. So they always are in my house, and I will have to bleed them. I just need to go and grasp the top of the radiator. I'll be literally about 15 seconds. Okay, I lied about the time because I had to go check all of the radios. How weird. One of them is stone cold. Top to bottom. It's very peculiar. Anyway, I'll fix that later. First world problems. Right. Where were we? That's new. Legends have obviously added some metrics to check things are properly in the right place. Right, so this was our sellsword. This is roll 2 of our 3 rolls. 2 stars on attack, 8 defense. No stars, but we're starting with 8, which is solid. 2 on initiative. And despite that heavy gear, he's still on 91. And 1 on health. The initiative might be a waste. Where are the armor skills? Oh, everything's changed. There's definitely been quite a few changes. Heavy armor or forceful perk groups. Where are his armor perks? So we've got... Oh, hang on. They've just changed... Oh, they've just moved them. So all the armor perks used to be on the far end, so it was really easy to glance. This is slightly harder to glance. So I see Balance, and I see Battleforged. I don't see... It must be there. Where's Brawny? There it is. See, it's normally over here. You get so used to these perk trees and where things are. When they move, it's just really alien. Okay, so we do have Balanced or Brawny. We have Battleforged. Where's Lithe? Everything's in the wrong place when his brain's hurting. I see. Freedom of movement. Oh my god, have we got all 3 skill trees? There's no dodge, though. Don't pounce on me, chat. I'm not saying there isn't any dodge. I'm saying I currently can't. I haven't seen it yet. Why would you give freedom of movement, but not dodge? That is in the light group still, right? Cloth armor per group. Okay. Oh my god. They've totally ransacked the perk trees. Nothing's where it should be. When his brain hurts. That's another light one. Okay, so where's dodge then? No, perfect fit's medium, forgive me. Balance, perfect fit. Where's lithe? I'm going to have a breakdown in a minute. There's a combination of me taking a few days off for various live things, and then they've done a new sneaky update on us. Where is lithe? Yo, George, where have they put lithe? They've updated all the perks. There's lots of new weird ones. Point blank. Okay, they've updated the picture for point blank. But that's the same as it has always been. We will not need that. Ah, there's immovable object. That's shimmied over to the left. Right, I found most of the heavy ones. No, I think I found all of the heavy ones. We're just missing lithe. Why would we have balance but not lithe? Surely that's not on purpose. There it is. They've changed the picture. Oh! Hey, you vex me, Legends people. I'm actually pleased they're putting more unique pictures in though, so I'm not really moaning. It's just you get used to the picture. I'm hoping they've changed some of the other ones. One of the ones I hate is Shield Bash, and there's another one where they use the same icon down here. This icon, this sort of action icon for, it's not Shield Bash, it's the other one. It's Wind Up, and they use the Shield Bash icon, and I think I'm going to look at the percentage of Shield Bash, and I accidentally do a Wind Up and waste AP. So I'm hoping they've changed that one, but it looks like they've changed lots of the perk tree ones as well. You don't do Legends. Oh, live looks like Battleforged. Yes, it's this one here. It's a new picture. It used to be like a legs type image. I'm trying to work out what this image is now. I can't tell what it's supposed to be. But we'll get used to the new picture. Next to lithe. Yeah, I know that's Battleforged, yeah. Battleforged, I think, is 2 cross swords, so I get that. But I'm not trying to work out what this is. Is that supposed to be a sword? I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. I don't do Legends. Lithe looks like Battleforged next to lithe. Yeah, I know Battleforged. Battleforged is there. Assure Conquest is the other one. That's what you're asking. So, how are we going to build this character? So, we've got the Schwertkämpfer, which is one of the best two-handed sword ones. We don't really have the skill to be a two-handed swordsman for Battleforged. But now we've found lithe after all that fuss. We could definitely go balanced, because balanced gives us more melee defense, which will offset the fact that we don't have any melee defense stars. But we did start at 8, so that plus balanced I think will be a really strong defense. I still don't know why we've got freedom of movement but none of the other skills, unless they've changed dodge as well. Let's just have a double check. Have they changed the dodge symbol? I don't think I've ever seen freedom of movement without the light skills. But maybe it's there's lots of changes. We like this. We're just going to have to concentrate a bit more. Ooh. Maybe it's cloth perk group that's changed. Maybe they dropped it out of there. Maybe I'm just wrong. But you definitely always got, I'm pretty sure you always got freedom of movement when you had the light skills. Anyway, we don't want the light skills, so it's not like I'm fussed. I'm just curious the way it's missing. So, we're going to make a two-handed, sword-wielding son of a gun. Well, we got that boar spear to start us off. Quite like the sound of first blood, but it's more throwing weapons, I guess. Hind reflexes. Reach advantage, yep. Underdog, yep. Second wind, absolutely. Berserk. We don't want anything ranged. Oh, we don't have a lot of tier 7 useful skills. Muscularity is always a take. I wouldn't mind rebound. We did also get recover, so we're going to put our on the fatigue front. Swagger's new. Have an expensive, well-polished armor. Seems to deflect blows. At the start of combat, gain a 0.2% of your helmet and armor's value as armor condition. And halve that to the helmet will be removed at the end of the combat. Oh, so because it's like quality gear, I get it. I think Swagger's an unusual title choice, but I get what they're going for. So the final armor bonus value will be increased by 1% for every point of armor weight. So if you've got 50, I'm glad they've put a little example in, that's really clever. If you have 50 armor weight, then you'll receive 50% more armor. Cool, that makes sense. Their character is not wearing armor, or their armor is too cheap to gain this bonus. I love it. And that's a medium armor skill as well, so we'll definitely be picking that up. So that looks like the new medium tier 6. We may take Rebound, and we won't take Inspire, because we need all the AP to swing our sword about like a lunatic. We won't need any range skills, so let's take them out, especially now they've added new perks, so we're going to have to be concentrating. We're not going to be the Banner Man, so that's fine. We might do Overwhelm because we're going medium. We're not going Battleforged. We might do Backstabber. We're not doing Iron Reflexes. First Blood's interesting, but I don't think it works on a two-hander. Double Strike. That's only useful if we take a 4 AP longsword, which we're not going to do. We're not going to use shields or ranged. I'm being a bit overly thorough because there's new perks mixed in. I'm doing this so that we don't miss anything new. Honk. What are you honking? Holy commercials. Oh, I always see that you honking in and out of the ads. Sorry, George. I mean, you can always sub and then you don't have to worry about it. I'm joking, but you're welcome to. I'm on the verge of getting, once I get my new contract and finances start flowing, I might get Turbo myself. At the moment, I just tossed my Prime one around. I'll give you that next month, though, George, because I probably owe you one. I try and share it around amongst other streamers. Oh, they've renamed rotation tactical maneuvers. I'm not sure I like that. Did they change it? Unlocks the rotations. Oh, hang on, have they changed it? Unlocks the rotation skill, which allows 2 characters places. Unlocks the footwork skill, which allows... Oh, no. So tactical maneuvers is 2 skills instead of 1. So it's footwork and rotation in 1. Interesting. That does make sense. So you can rotate a brother out, or you can just step away yourself. That's pretty neat. So you don't have to waste it on 2 perks like that. That's pretty cool. Is there any point in taking Overwhelm? That Overwhelm... Oh, that doesn't baffle. That baffles. Oh, I see. No, I was going to say, does that not do the same thing as this? But no, it's different. Overwhelmed and baffled are different. We don't need the troops on him. We won't need helpful. We might take that. I don't think we will, but we might. Recuperation is always neat. That's neat. Why would you have pacifist in there? Okay. Ensure we take. This mercenary will care for their own equipment. Once a day at the end of combat, repair 20% of their body and helmet. At the start of each day, additionally repair 10% of their... Oh, that's really strong, especially as this guy's going to have decent gear as our leader. May pick that up, but there's a lot of other perks we need to pick up, so maybe not. We don't need lookout. I don't think we need quick hands. I'll leave it. I don't think we'll take it. We're not using shields. We might take fame. We might take back to basics. Cool. All right. Easy tree to level this one. Sorry that took a while, but there's lots of new stuff to unpack there. We're going to be driving attack and defense as hard as we can. We're going to pick up health when we roll 4s and initiative the rest of the time. We won't take 1s, so I'll share the love a little bit with some fatigue. We're going to pick up Colossus. Hang on, let's do that first so I can assess it. I like to hit 100 as soon as we can. Take a 4. Got to level up quite a few stats here, so this is going to be tricky. 50 is enough. Oh, we've got 60 because of the player character. Right, resolve is plenty. So we want to sort of nudge these two up and then take the 5s when we can. Yeah, I'm comfortable with our fatigue as it stands. So let's get some more of that up. We're going to pick up Return Colossus. And we're going to pick up... Oh, they've simplified balance. Gain 15 range defense for every 5 points of armor and helmet. Hang on a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gain 15 range defense for every 5 points of armor and helmet weight, and decrease this by 1, but gain 1 melee defense. What? Oh, so if you're light, you get 15 range defense. But you can swap the range defense for melee defense by taking 15 times divided by 5? No, times by 5. So 75. I'm really confused by this. So for every 5 points of armor, so 5 is going to be -1 up to 15. Yeah. That's a lot of weight. So the new balance is 75 armor, not 35. That seems a bit heavy. Maybe I've misunderstood it. Anyway, we'll take it, we'll play with it, we'll work it out. That's how we do it. Let's do experimentation. So, yeah. So, no, I have definitely not read that properly. So we're not getting 15, we're getting 13, which would be -2 for every 5 points of armor and helmet weight. I think it's supposed to read for every 5 points of armor and helmet weight over a certain thing, because we've currently got... Oh no, we've got 12. No, that would be 2. No, I'm wrong. Okay, let's find some more armor then, and his defense will go up. We don't really care about range defense. Right, third and final perk. Well, we could do the initiative boost. Oh, we could do Onslaught. Which gives us extra damage and baffled. Feint also gives us extra to hit when we miss. Oh, tricky one. Rotation and footwork now as 1. Yeah, no worries, George. No worries. It's all good, man. It's good to shout around now and again, but it's all good. But thank you for that. Seems a bit quiet on the Battlefront. Get my words out properly. Battle Brothers scene at the moment. A few people have hung their boots up. I see Slurgy's back on the scene, but he's doing some retro games. I'm glad to see he's managed to keep an audience though, which is good because he took like a full month off. I hope he's well anyway. Oh, recuperation's been changed again. At the end of combat, recover 30% of your missing health and injuries. Recover 1 day faster. 30% of your missing health immediately. That's pretty cool, actually. And then you also recover from injuries a day faster. But it used to give, I'm sure it used to give fatigue back as well per turn. So that's less useful in some ways. I'm going to lean into my armor skills. Let's keep him alive to begin with. Well, we don't have dodge, so we don't need it through the roof. But if we're going to pick up things like Onslaught and Overwhelm, we want to keep it quite high. Right, let's go and hire some fodder. I mean, brothers. Right, we've got 7.5k. Now we could go hard and heavy and hire really strong brothers, like these two, straight out the gate, and just see how we get on. could smack. Oh, an Arbalist. We don't get Arbalists very often. That might be interesting. Get a strong range character in early doors. Get some cheap deserters in and fix their resolve, maybe. Oh, I've heard witch hunters have changed a bit as well. They don't get faith anymore, but they get poison now. So that'd be interesting to explore one of those. Oh, I just need to update the stream title 1 second, because we are lying. It's not Sisterhood anymore. It is now. Excuse me. Let me update the seed as well. This will be a temporary run until I get. I'm definitely want to finish the Sisterhood one off. But we'll need to load. We'll need to load the old mods up. We will also. Be. I've just realised it's going to break all my old saves, which is a real shame. Because I had a really good Adventurers one we hadn't gone and finished off. So what we will do is we'll go back and we'll put Adventurers run back into the rotation for the RNG, because I really want to finish that run off. And we lost the Assassin early on, so it'd be fun just to do that one again anyway. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see some new and old names. Right, I'm just going to take my jump off because it's far too warm in this house now. I've been testing the radiators. One thing. That's better. Right, where were we? So, actually, we'll add that into the stream name as well. New Legends update and perks. So there we go. Right, we've got to hire somebody. Oh, do we? The raid is tempting. Do we waste some money trialing them? That's the question. Okay, good decision. An axe specialist if we go down that route, even though they started with a hammer. We won't unpick the lore too much. High defense, so this will be an ideal battle forged, so that's what we'll do. I'd love to go. Do we just ignore this? We need two-handed axe skills. We could. Do we get adaptive? No, well, that's a new fox symbol. What's that? Patient Hunter. I read about this. This is a new one as well. When ending your turn, excess action points will be transferred to your next turn with a maximum of 3. So if you leave yourself with 3 AP, you get 12 AP on the next turn, which doesn't seem huge. It's useful, don't get me wrong. But when combined with Inspire, which should give you a further 4, I think. Yeah. So you could start a turn with 16 AP, which you could argue is overpowered. So that'd be interesting. I don't know if that'll work on this character, but I think it'll work on any character. It's just like how well it will work, if that makes sense. So we're going to lean into heavy armor on this one. What's another new one? Versatile. Confers a 50% damage bonus to range damage on the next attack when attacking with a melee attack, and 50% damage bonus to melee damage on the next attack. What? Confers 50% damage bonus to range damage. Is that saying we have to keep switching every hit? Like, we do a melee attack and then the next range shot is going to be 50% extra damage, so we have to switch back to melee. Is that supposed to be like, yeah, one-handed per group? I wonder if that's trying to encourage you to use throwing weapons and quick hands. Or have I just read that totally wrong? I don't know. That's my interpretation of it. I could be wrong. That's new as well. Anchor. Gain a stacking 5 melee skill and range skill and melee defense, as long as you've not moved during your turn. That's quite cool. So archers that stand still take aim. That's cool. You're better at dodging. I guess that's counterintuitive to the archer example, but for the melee example it makes sense. Oh, it's melee defense. No, it does make sense. So you're like ready for the blow because you're waiting for them, you're anticipating. And then the extra skill I like as well. It's like bracing, isn't it? You start combat with 1 stack. Oh, it's a stacking 5 melee skill, range skill. If you were to receive stagger, instead remove a stack. Hang on a minute. If we stand still for like 5 turns, are we really going to get like 25 extra melee defense? That seems a bit overpowered. I mean, I'm definitely going to try it. This is going to be an interesting shield brother if we lean into this. Frosty Tool said I'm honking through the haze. Oh, I see. Yeah, it will pick up on stuff if you keep shouting honk. I like the Golden Goose emoticon as well, George. Is that yours? That's pretty sweet, man. Bravo. Oh, another new skill. Promise potential. Oh, this is... Yeah, we're taking that on every character. This is huge. So we get a massive stat boost. So we're going to get 2 for each star. So we're going to get a bonus 6 melee defense when we hit tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty sweet. Plus all the other skills. So that's neat. We're going to use Berserk. We might not take Berserk, actually. I think we go... Oh, we don't have shield skills. One-handed specialist with no shield skills. We could go duelist. We're going to have the defense skill for it. Okay. This is going to be a one-handed... possibly quick hands. We might quick hands just have a whip in the pocket, maybe. And or throwing weapons. We'll go axes. Alright, this is going to be weird, but I like weird builds. Let's mess around with it and see what we can unpack from this. So we have smashing shields. Oh, because that's the axe per group. I see. That's not the... that makes sense. It's not a shield skill. Okay. Yeah, adaptive will be overpowered, actually. Low resolve. That's the problem with this character, but we can fix that. 37's not too low. We won't be able to take advantage of Mind Over Body. That's alright, though. We're going to go heavy, so we don't want that. Right, let's have some fun with this character. We need to roll well with attack, but we're starting well because it's a raider, so hopefully it'll pan out. Oh, we did pick up Colossus as well. Nice. Because you're going to have a lot more fatigue being female, which actually this works out well as a Battleforge character. Do we take a 3? We are wasting the star in initiative. That's the only thing that's a shame, but... with 3 stars in melee defense, we definitely want to test this character's Battleforgeness, if that's a word. Would like to pick up student, but I think that's powerful. Right, so we need to buy an axe for this one, donate this to somebody else. Sword for this one, and donate that to somebody else. Buying prices aren't great, but they're not terrible. Weird builds, pretty honkers. Yeah, I love weird builds. That's the fun of this. Legends. You got to dip your toe in Legends eventually, George. It always is beckoning you. Oh, that's a new graphic on the item as well. They've got some new pictures too. Oh, I'm loving it. Legends have outdone themselves. Militia Spear, I don't believe. Oh no, that's a new graphic. Oh, I mean, they've outdone themselves, but it makes your brain ache because all the things you're used to seeing are now new pictures. So it takes a second to realise it's an item you're really familiar with, but it looks different. So that was a different graphic before. It was just the old boring spear. So that's pretty neat. What's this? A treatise on armour, medium armour, a collection of notes. Oh, this is epic. This is new. A collection of notes of soldiers, craftsmen and armourers that will explain everything about wearing armour. Will teach the relevant class skill group to the character that uses it. That's so sick. Oh, we need to do some stupid run where we buy every skill book and try and break the perk trees. Yeah, this is modded, dude. So this is Legends mod, but they've changed it. So tell me if you know what Legends mod is, because I don't want to patronise you. If you don't know what Legends mod is, that is fine. I will explain it, but I don't want. If you know what Legends mod is, then I don't want to just like. So if you know what Legends mod is, it's been updated. So that's why there's lots of new stuff. If you've only ever played vanilla, then there'll be even more new stuff that you won't have seen. So there's lots of new stuff for everybody. Nets. I wonder if there's a limit on how many you can read. You've no idea. Okay, cool. So I'm assuming you've played the base game then. So the base game, you would see the same perk tree on everyone. This perk tree, for example, looks different to this perk tree. And every character, even if I hire another raider, he will have a different perk tree to this raider. He will have trees. So if I hover over one of the heavy armor skills, you'll notice in blue it says from the heavy armor or berserker perk groups. So the raider can get heavy armor or berserker. I'd imagine berserker in this case. So he will get a smattering of those berserker tree skills. But the next raider I hire may have different trees or the same ones depending. It's like an RNG. But it won't be totally random. It will still have some logic to it, but it will have different sort of ones. But the real fun that I like about Legends is if you hire 3 raiders, the shape of this will be different like this. They won't all be exactly the same. And that's what makes Legends, one of many things makes Legends epic. You also get layered armors here. So you get different pieces you can build up and attach. So you'll notice this is made up of 2. If I take this off, you'll see it's 2 pieces. And then I'll explain more as we go, but there's loads of extra dimensions to it. That's the 2 biggest things in a nutshell. These characters are both female. That's different as well. They get 10 extra fatigue and minus 10 health. And however, these 2 happen to be vanilla backgrounds, but you get backgrounds that you'll have never seen before. Let me find you an example. Like this one. This is the Ironmonger, which is very similar to the Blacksmith. And then you get this one, which is a washerwoman, and they all have different perks and quirks and things. There's different weapons and armor, there's different backgrounds, there's so much to Legends, it's amazing. If I just go into here, you'll see stuff you'd see. These are all the number indicates what layer of armor it is. Yeah, this is the wonderful world of Legends. 111 fatigue, how did I get it so high? It's a level 4 character. And it's a sellsword. It's 123, he's just got some armor on. He's also got no armor or weapons yet, so that's also why it's really high. The game can be called Battle Sisters now, yeah. I happen to have hired 2 women, yeah. So on the previous run, I don't know if you noticed, but we actually had to change it because the new mod update broke my save file, but we were doing Sisterhood. So Sisterhood is one of the different company starts. I don't know how you say your name. I'm going to call you So, but tell me if that's wrong. Or Sobi? Yeah, so that unfortunately got damaged by the new mod update. But there's loads of new content, so I'm not complaining. But on Sisterhood, you can only hire females on that run. So there's lots of different ones. If you notice on the right-hand side in white, which is not ideal because we're up in the cold biome, you'll see those are all of the different RNG wheel that we're working through. So we've done Inquisition, Berserker, Poachers, Anatomists, Crusaders, and we've just finished Sisterhood because of the save corruption. But yeah, there's lots of different backgrounds and different starting companies, way more than in the base game. It's totally free, and it's 2 files to mod your game as well. You just copy and paste them into your data file, so it's dead easy if you want to get into Legends. Have a look. And before I stop narking on about it and boring the rest of my guys, I will just drop you a link to the Discord. You don't have to join the Discord, but there's lots of really friendly people in there. who will give you more advice on it. But if you just Google, I'll tell you what, I'll do you one better, because I think I've literally got the file open because I've just put the new mod on. Yep, there you go. So the new mod file is this one, and you will also need the assets as well, which is, it's linked on there, but I'll link you anyway here. So you just drop those two files into your data file. You don't unzip them and you're good to go. But there's loads of extra content on here. It doesn't work on, or I've not got it to work, or I haven't put too much effort into it yet, on Steam Deck. But that's probably the only thing I'll say about it. It may be possible to do it. I haven't put that much effort into trying. I've had some run in this game. I play vanilla because in my experience mods make games too easy. No, this is the opposite. I don't play with them. My longest run was day 5, but I think I'm too weak at this point. Try fighting someone holds and they wrecked my army. Yeah. So the two things I will say about Battle Brothers is, one, it's about picking your fights and not fighting things you can't fight. So it might not be. I mean, unholds are challenging at any point, but yeah, it depends on your build-up. But you definitely get behind the curve in this game. So you may have been behind the curve. At day 5, I would have to look at your roster to give you a better assessment. But yeah, so it's worth save scumming when you're learning the game and just trying to work things out. I'll have to put an actual Pelham picture in as well. That's cool. They've updated some more of the graphics. So I would definitely keep going on. I always recommend people do veteran combat and beginner economy, because economy is not important at the beginning while you're learning. It's more about learning to beat the game. I also recommend veteran combat, because beginner gets you into bad habits and you think you're better than you are, and then you go up to veteran and expert and it kicks the shit out of you. But yeah, no, legends is the opposite in this case. So there are ghouls, which are like really hard nachos. There are white wolves, which are really hard wolves. There are white unholds, which are really hard unholds. You see a theme here. There are red spiders. There are, I don't think there's a super serpent, but yeah, so there's all different extra enemies. There are super hard lindworms, which are called stole worms, which are like stone dragons basically with loads of armor. But yeah, in general, this game makes it harder, not easier, but it makes character development different. But in general, I would say it's much harder. People recommend you drop a difficulty level, and there is a special starting scenario called Adventuring Brothers, which is like 6 experienced brothers start off, and you do that as a starter, then that gives you a little bit of an ease in. Right, I'm getting distracted. Let's get a weaponsmith. That's what we want. We need a 200 sword for this guy. Can we afford one is the question. I'd rather not use a war brand. Oh, new graphics on the swords as well. Loving it. They've done so many little graphical changes. 3k for a longsword. Do we want to do an early investment and run 2 brothers? Probably not. I really do want that sword. That's annoying. It's a big old investment. I'll even update the Falcon as well. Right, let's just run with the weapons we've got. See if we can get an axe for the axe specialist though, because we have invested in that. New axe graphics too. Oh, that's different. That's got 6 axes. Is it just carried extra? Is it just... Hang on. Oh no, they both say 6. I'm just reading it wrong. Why are the graphics different? Is that like a vanilla one and that's the new one they've added? Definitely the same damage, right? 31, 35, 4. 31, 35, 4. 4, 4, 6. 4, 4, 6. Yeah, I think they're just not done all the graphics. Right, so we need... Oh, God, it's expensive. It seems wildly expensive. Oh, this is a new event. You find a boy and girl come a tree, girl throws her hands up. Boy spawns because if you could help them get the cat out of a tree. Oh, we don't have an archer. Oh, no, we're not going to get involved because we're probably going to... I think they eat the cat anyway. I don't want... There's one where you get a negative morale straight out the gate and we don't want that. Right. It's day one. We haven't fucking moved. Let's get going. Me getting distracted with Shine. Go and hire some cheap bros. Yeah, my advice is keep going till you get past day 100 to 150, ideally. But if you enjoy higher fantasy, magic, if you want range characters to become actually useful in the game, I would definitely check out Legends. It adds so much more depth. Trying to find you some more examples of characters you won't have seen before, but we are getting a lot of vanilla ones. Oh, here's one. There's a Battle Sister. A Shield Maiden, sorry. Do we get an early banner? Maybe. Squire's pretty solid. No, not really. So those are the different skill trees that I was rabbiting on about earlier as well, Sobi. So you'll get those are the specific ones you'll have on the thing, which is hard to read as text, but usually you're only checking to see if you've got one or two that you like. But it will show you everything there if you can be bothered to scroll your eyes through it. Hate for Nobles, Drunkard. We can beat that out of him. Not great, not terrible. Maybe a Spearman, basic Spearman. He's not even that cheap. What's going on with the prices? They made the hiring charges higher, or is it just me? I did splash out on a raider. I'm being greedy, I guess. Fatigue. Peddler. Can't remember if Peddler's in the base game or not. You also get company skills, you'll notice on the bottom of that banner. So this guy is like a talker, a seller. So he'll give you extra bartering and better prices, which is quite a nice little extra you get out of him. He's into spears, daggers, crossbows, maces, cloth armour. Got decent fatigue. Did we get adaptive? Tier 5. Adaptive. Was it 5 or 6 usually? I don't see it. That's a shame. But we do get all of the skills that we want. And we get some defense. Slack's pretty painful, but initiative counters some of it. We need some cheapies anyway. We may be fodder. We'll also hire him back. Unless he's terrible. No, we don't hire dastards. Dastards can fuck off. Unless, what's it called? There's a skill that deletes dastard. It's not called Crusader. It's called something like that. Let me have a look. It's that one. True Believer, that's the word. If we got True Believer, we might take him. Don't see True Believer. Oh, and he got range skills as well. Oh, shame. Everything else was nice. No, I'm going to be a little bit picky to begin with. Apprentice. Fatigue. Ranged again. Craven. No, that's almost as bad. That can also get removed by True Believer. Okay, we can get rid of the negative trait. Unpredictable initiative and hits the heads. Could make this guy into a range character, I guess. Might be too selective. What we got here? Grave Robber. It starts with an ancient broken sword, it looks like. Or do we just splash out and build a strong 3 at the front? Oh, we can fix that. Talented's good. Oh, 2 to every attribute. They've changed Talented. Talented used to be 5% extra experience gain and something else. So I think it was extra resolve. So that's good. They've changed that to 2 to every attribute. So they're going to be an all-rounder. Fatigue and health. Oh, and we got ranged. So close. Tempted just by the gear. The gear's worth 1,400. We'll take her as a tempo. I'm not going to be too picky today. Right, that's a front line. There's a back line. Starting to get. Are they all women again? I'm not playing Sisterhoods. I've anymore. No, there are blokes still in. Just seems to we've hired a lot of ladies. I mean, a shield maiden's always going to be a lady, obviously. Right, we've got... 2 missing head armors on the front line, which is not acceptable. Let's fix that was glitched. Right, so we may as well take a shield to begin with. We need, you can have a sling or something for temporary use, and you can stick with your spear for now. So I just need 2 helmets and something useful from the back line. It's a new graphic as well. And so is that one. They've had an absolute field day on changing the graphics around. Sturdy sling. Oh, they've updated some. Have they done some tier 2 slings? That's pretty cool. We'll take that anyway. So that's 20 to 30 normally. This is 25 to 40. Yeah, they've put in a tier 2 sling. Sweet. Something that I had requested. Not saying I was the reason for it. I'm just saying that's definitely something I've been speaking about. So that's really good to see implemented. So we said some helmets. And I think that's about all we're going to be able to afford. We need to go and kill something now. It's going to be inaccurate as hell, but well, at least he has a use. Right. Let's go and do some contracts. Need some money. What are we spending? 89 a day. Let's go mining camp. Perfect. Oh, cheers, George. Sorry, mate. I just saw your message. Thank you very much. Appreciate the lurk. Sobi, don't forget to follow as well. Tend to stream 2 times a week now in the day. Although I had a recent break, but we're back online now. And we stream most evenings, UK time, around about 8:39 till the early hours. You're most welcome to join us. We stream Battle Brothers most of the time. I do Peak on Wednesdays. And we're also going to be doing some No Man's Sky on a Friday as another collaboration. The Wednesday one is open to the community, so if you like Peak, or if you've never checked it out, go check it out. More the merrier. We've had 4 the last couple of runs, but we may be using a mod to get up to 20 soon. Some way to these. I only do those if they're nearby, especially when you're next to a mountain, because you just run up the mountain and get them straight away. Do we risk a return item with this hodgepodge of 5? This would be a risk. I like taking risks. Oh man, some of the prices are brutal. Have they tweaked these as well? It's just been a while since been on day 1 again. Well, we don't have any range, so nighttime is good for us. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll make the town happy first. I thought slings was only Legends. I didn't think there was slings in the base game. Yeah, a bunch of rabble. That's fine. Oh, I forgot to buy the shield. Grapple. Why have we got grapple straight out of the gate? I love grapple, it's one of my favourite skills. Do peddlers get grapple as default, or is that the sling? That's really weird. Don't tell me they're giving everybody grapple by default. That'd be too powerful. For non-Legends viewers, grapple is you can do an unarmed skill tree basically. And it's really powerful to tie down people and drop their defences. I wonder if that's part of the sling's use. Huh. We'll see after this. Anyway, I'll take it. Oh, we got lucky. Nice. Be really careful with this formation. We may have been better stay in. Hold these three. We might be better holding this edge actually. Right, this is rabble. We don't have to kill them all. We just have to scare them. Impressed with the Legends team. They've done a lot of updates. Heartseeker, that's new as well. Put your full weight in a thrust, targeting the enemy's weak points and inflicting total damage. Causes injuries more often. So it's the same hit point damage, but the damage almost doubles for the what can ignore armor. Is it basically like a spear puncture? Is that, am I reading that right? I wonder if it works when you've got a shield in your hand or if it's just for the two-handed version. Interesting. Legends mods have outdone themselves again. It's been a while since the last update as well, but Legends tends to update very frequently in my opinion, which is a very positive thing. But it's been a while, so maybe this is why, and they've done a massive release. Loving it. Love the new content, guys. Bravo to the Legends team. And yeah, if anyone hasn't checked it out, please do. It's all I play now. I used to play vanilla and dipped my toe in Legends. Promised I would do both, and just fell in love with this. And I don't play vanilla anymore. Not that there's anything wrong with vanilla. It's still a cracking game. Disarm. What? They've added so much stuff in. Although in fairness, I don't use this weapon very often. Pretty sure that's new though. Brilliant, so you can disarm with a pitchfork, or whatever it's called, warfork. Skew it in a straight line and prong. It's not bad, is it? We just want the regular old poke them for now, but it's nice that we've got options. Just stop and up this hill. See these decent hires that we've gone for. Yeah, so in Legends, I didn't think that, like I say, slings were in vanilla, but maybe I'm mistaken. But yeah, in Legends, slings become really powerful if deployed correctly. I'm not the biggest fan, but a lot of my viewers are. And they have a lot of perks that make them more powerful. Same in, generally, if you play vanilla, you shouldn't use bows. You should only use crossbows, because bows, just late game, don't have enough armor penetration, and they become really weak. But in Legends, the inverse is true. I argue bows are... I mean, crossbows still have their uses. If they're combined with the right perks, they're still really good. But there are some really powerful range skills that make bows really effective as well. So it's become more personal choice rather than personal preference, rather than don't use bows, which is pretty much the vanilla rule. You can use them early on, but they become really weak later, so generally people don't bother. It's all throwing weapons, crossbows, and close combat weapons generally. But yeah, there's loads of things about Legends that change the dimensions completely. Also have the tent, which you don't get in vanilla. Where we can break down old useless weapons and make them into tools. We can train, we can heal, we can do all sorts of things in the tent. Oh, free apprentice, yes please. We'll take him. Ranged, fatigue. Let's see, what can we make you into? They've moved everything there. It's dodge bang in the middle. Strange. Okay, not going to be the most amazing range character. Hates green skins. He's decidedly average. He's not bad, he's just not good. Oh, you're All Hunter. That's new. You only used to get that on miners. That's a nice little cash out at the beginning. Has he got the... Didn't get the tool skills, did he? No. Oh, that improves handguns now as well. Sling heavy stone will stun on headshots. Oh yeah, they've added some extra depth to sling skills. Hope you're doing well, Diddy. No worries if you're just lurking, but thanks for hanging out. It's been a minute. Hope you're good. No, I think this guy is more meh than good. We'll take your armor. We'll probably sell that for a profit. Yep. Profit on the compensation. Just pop a shield on him. Keep him alive. Could do with a good range character, actually. Oh, I do love a brawler, but it's too short money. No, let's stick with 5. Let's just focus on cash. Where are we going? That way. Not much money, but it's very, very close as well. Oh, just set an alarm. Should be streaming till about 4ish today, guys. Maybe a little bit later. I have to go and do daddy duties. Also, if anyone's played Blood on the Clock Tower, and I may ask that again if people drop in later, then I've started playing it. But I am still learning the game. But we may start streaming that. I do that on a Thursday now, and Sundays, but we haven't got a firm time yet. But that may become part of the schedule. If anyone's interested in it, do let me know. The No Rolls, I think it's called No Rolls Barred NRB channel, has got some good examples of the game. Obviously, me and my friends are nowhere near that level of polish, but we're enjoying it, and we may start streaming it. We'll see. Or I may start streaming it from my perspective. Obviously, I'm a player, I'm not a storyteller. But yeah, if anybody's interested, do let me know. And we may start doing that. But for now, I'm having a lot of fun playing the game myself. I do need to make sure that my fellow players don't mind it being streamed as well. Right, we'll go and grab this and Indiana Jones it out of there. We may even get a famed item if we get lucky. We're probably not going to fight this, we're probably just going to run away, but we never know, we might do. What we got? 35 body armor, we can trounce that. We don't really have much blunt weapons though, which is not helpful, although we do have one hammer. Now the legionary will be a problem. We do have one net. Maybe keep him out of the way and kill the other three. Generally speaking, we should just run from this. If we had stunning weapons or some way of dealing with that pikeman, I'd be tempted to give it a crack, but no, we will just do a straight run and complete the quest. It's a bit of a cheese move, but it's all good. Hey Armit, welcome into the chat, hope you're well. No worries if you're just lurking, it's all good. So we always do payment in advance when we can, sorry, payment once it's done when we can, so if we have to abandon the quest, it's less damaging. East. Top may prove interesting, but I think we're okay. Grind out as many of these bandit rabble quests as we can. Oh, we'll take the hill. Take the advantage when we can get it. Oh, I didn't think through. I didn't think through about the dog, but never mind. We're fine. Change our approach slightly, sod the hill, we'll take this hill for the extra range. Oop. Guess we could have spear walled, but it's all good. -8 melee defense, fantastic. Our little peddler in the back. Nice. Dennis the Menace back there shooting with his slingshot at us. Nice. That went about as well as it could have. So it's paying me 10 crowns more than we were getting anyway. I'm alright, thanks. It occasionally does triple. Well, I'll take double at this stage, but we're not taking 10 crowns more. Thank you very much. We'll keep the town on side, especially as it's our ambition. Keep them happy. No, I tried to push it too soon. We want another net brother. He's expensive because he's got Pelum. Yeah, I think we'll come back for Arnold. Right, more till just leveled up. To make sure we take that when it comes up so we can counter bleeder. Right, well, I haven't even thought what we're going to build this one into yet. So this was a ranged character that we hired just because they had decent gear. This is very much a tempo to keep us in front of the curve for now. So I guess we just make them as useful as we can. We're eventually going to roll badly and they'll become pants. Pretty much always take Colossus here, I think. Okay, we got lucky on the first rolls, which is really nice. Now we'll lean into Colossus. Nice. This one's going to be our Battle-Forged. This one's going to be our two-handed sword. This is our utility for bartering for now, and this is going to be our... I haven't looked at this perks yet, but probably Spearmaster. Interesting, the Warthog is classed as a spear. You wouldn't use it long term, but that will actually get the bonus damage. We could just lean into swords, boards and spears. It's not going to be a great character either way. Yeah, that's the classic build, is just to take all the spear skills. In my mind, anyway. think this is a weak brother that we can make okay because of the perks. Medium would be perfect. And I can't. Really, it's going to take me a while to get used to these new symbols. No, it looks like we've got Battleforged or Nimble, so in that case, we'll probably go Battleforged. Because I always take too many Nimbles, and I think it's going to work on this one. So we have rotation. I think this is going to be there's not going to be anything wrong with this character. It's just going to be a very generic spear brother. Well, that's what militia are. I don't think I need to overthink this too much. If we boost resolve, we could possibly pick up fearsome. Is it worth leveling a 4th stat for 1 perk? I'm not sure. I would argue it probably isn't. We've got mind everybody as well. Now that is more arguable. So we'd have fatigue reduction, fearsome, and just spam spear walls basically, and shield walls. I feel like that might be semi-useful. If we do want to diversify them, if they somehow survive to the late game, we could pick up quick hands and an axe or a hammer to deal with the more tricky characters in the later game. Possibly, I'm not sure. It might be the wrong. We'll see how he develops. If he survives. She, I should say, in this case. What prices are we getting here? 19. Okay, let's dump all the rubbish. I think we'll take this. And we'll hope for wolves. Just make sure we're all repaired before we go. Oh, we've got a business proposal. Okay, so there's a chance you can get them for free or very little, I think. I'll always take the free units because if this turns out to be Webernecks and not wolves, you'll be glad of the extra numbers. And nachos equally will take the extra poachers. Although we should be fine with nachos. Hill would be nice. Good. Right, spear, hammer. Don't think they'll charge us on the first turn, but just in case. Oh, no, I was wrong. I'm glad I put it on now. Right, so we want to wound, not kill. So with nachos, you want to kill them and then stand on their corpses as quickly as possible. And when you're stood on a corpse, they can't eat it and evolve, which is bloody nuisance. Aim for the middle of the pack so we get the maximum chance of a misfire hitting a neighbouring one. It didn't work this time though. Oh, I should have maybe stayed there and spear ward on the ground. They're going to base those now. Damn it, that was a mistake. We'll do this anyway. We'll hop him over there. Okay, problem solved. We have still got a slight issue on this flank, but so be it. could spear wall with him as well, but he's not that accurate with a melee skill of 51. We may as well try though. I'm just going to push him onto here though. No, I'll save the fatigue. Come on, spear, hold up. Yeah. 4, 5, 6. Go on, lad. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Fails on the 11th spear wall. The MacDaddy of spearless. Oh, okay. Being surrounded, not so fun. Now we're going for kills, because we've got to thin them out quickly. Okay, it didn't evolve, that was good. They're breaking, we need to kill one more. Defense is holding well. There we go, knew it was one more. Nice. And we got some nacho bits and bobs. Generally don't pick those quests up early on because they're frankly worth more hassle. They're more hassle than they're worth, is what I was trying to say. But in this case we need the experience and we got the ambition for the town done, which was the main reason to take it. Do we take Netboy or do we leave a space open? Peddlers get death from above? I've not seen that before. I don't really hire peddlers though, so that could be me just being ignorant. Oh, we're definitely going to take that. We'll lean into range then with this guy for sure. I mean, what else are you going to make a peddler? You're not going to make him a frontliner, are you? Did we get perfect focus? Winnie's favourite skill? Oh, yes, we did. Favourite not because it's good, favourite because it's fun. We don't really want medium skills on a range character because they're more... Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to reassess everything now. There's Lithe changed. Okay, so still needs to be between 25 and 35 for this. It looks like you can bend Lithe into dodge more then with this new skill, which just means you'll get more range defense than melee defense off of balanced. So we could take balanced and take the 15 range defense and keep him light. So we could do a dodge balance Lithe. Could now be a good combination instead of nimble. Or does just nimble beat everything? I don't know. I think it's close. Then you've got freedom of movement. Oh, that's changed as well. Reduces fatigue cost of climb. Picking this will add footwork, quick step, and rotation. Oh, that's cool. So if it's missing, you can use freedom of movement to pick it up. That's pretty neat. But freedom of movement used to be an extra layer of damage resistance, so they've nerfed nimble, it seems. Because this plus nimble used to give you a real good defense. Now they've taken that away. Huh. I need to go and join the Discord on Legends and find out if there's anything that's replaced that, because that's That's a big old nerf from Nimble. Unless they've improved Nimble. Let me find the bugger. There it is. Hit point damage taken is reduced by up to 60%. If you also have Relentless, damage done to armor is reduced by 1/3 of your Nimble damage reduction. Oh, so they've improved Relentless combo with Nimble, which you would take anyway to keep your dodge high. Relentless dodge Nimble is sort of the classic light build, and sometimes you take Perfect Fit if you had the option. This value is lowered exponentially by the total penalty of maximum fatigue from body and head armor above 15. Yeah, so that's how it's always been. So you're above 15, it scales it back. Does not affect mental attacks or status effects. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so they've taken freedom of movement away, but they've added some relentless combo. I still don't like the loss of freedom of movement though. That's huge. My old save corrupted because that would not have been compatible with even the builds that I'd done. Still, we'll get used to it. I was never a big fan of Nimble anyway. I'm more of a medium armor fan, so we'll see. Lots of changes though to the new Legends mod. I am definitely enjoying it. Right, what was I doing? So this guy's we're gonna spin him out into a very temporary, half decent spearman. Who's gonna go Battleforged? Too many good options this one. We didn't get Colossus though, which is a shame. But yeah, I think we'll just lean into the spear skills. So probably pick up this. Might go back for 9 lives or student, and then we'll pick up steel brass shield, something like that. As our first skills, and then we'll have a look at the blue circles afterwards. So this is our very much temporary ranged guy. Quite pleased we'd have to take footwork every time though. We'll definitely be picking up a tier 7 for sure. Need to find this guy bow as soon as possible. May even splash out on one. Yeah, I'll do. Okay. Oh, we hit 8 already, so we can definitely get that net guy. Really enjoy the net skills, they're a lot of fun. And having a net slinger I think makes a lot of sense. Excuse me. I think we need the money more. We're going to need some sort of early game banner. I do like a nun or a monk. Just need one with a flag symbol. No, we'll continue looking. Don't want to be stupid and do spiders. It's probably a mistake. Oh, it's a rescue one as well. Once we've got a net guy with the net skills, I think I would do this. Right. I haven't even looked at the map yet. Oh, we can bob down there. Oh, it's not a bad map, actually. It's quite grouped as well. It's a bit of a waste, but I may just jump down south. Just because they're quite collected towns, collated. And so we can get some quests straight away, so that's good. Oh, I never done a Shield Maiden resolution on this. You want the Dead Men's Fingers and Toes event? I'll see what the Shield Maiden does. As though waiting to be called forward, Mathilde steps before the old man and grimaces. She doesn't try to hide the blatant disgust she has for this connoisseur of loose limbs, but nevertheless invites him forward. You want the fingers of a violent, dangerous person? Take mine. She offers her sword hand out to the creep, who's almost as confused as you are by the offer. After sizing her up and perhaps satisfied to the malice of the hand offered to him, he produces a rust-mottled knife and reaches for the Shield Maiden's outstretched hand. Her eyes glazed over in a disturbing, hungry trance. In an instant, Mathilde pulls back and uses her shield to smash the outstretched arm of the old fool. A disgusting snap at the elbow and immediate wail of agony confirms your Shield Maiden struck true. Without relenting, the shield coils back from another strike, this time on the flapping jaw of the hollowing creep. And one crunch later, his screams are notably muffled as he falls to the dirt. Mortild stands proud over the crumpled mess of a man, notices his coin purse that now finishes the floor, and soundly grabs it. She pockets some of it and then throws the rest back to you. Oh, tough luck, old man. You have to be quicker than that. Your shock at the swift and brutal violence is quickly dispelled as you see the digit-hungry crowd start to turn to investigate the commotion. Grabbing your shield maiden by the shoulder, you decide it's best to get out of there. She gets extra skill, defense, and resolve. Gets eager, and you get 200 crowns. That's a huge resolution on that quest. I did not know that. Good to have a shield maiden. Right, forgive me, just doing something off screen.
Wabalabalam just traded with 15 viewers.
Thanks, buddy. How you doing? Guys, go and check out Wabba if you've not already. I'm not sure what he's been playing today. I did glance in earlier, some strange game that looks new. It looks like Frosty Tools doesn't know, or it's quoting your old one, but he also does Legends mod Battle Brothers. You're alive, yes. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're feeling a bit better. Short stream today for you. Escape from Duckov, that was it. Yeah, I watched a little bit, but I only jumped on because you were literally starting as I was starting. You beat me to it by a few minutes because I had to go to the loo. Have you checked out the new Legends update? And don't, if you don't want to break your old save, stick to the old one. But they have totally changed some of the perks, Wabba. They've added new graphics, they've done loads. It's slightly overwhelming, but really, really good. I'll show you a couple of things. So Lithe now looks like this. So it's a different symbol, which took me ages to spot. We've got new perks like this, which gives you 1 to 2 bonus plus 1 or 2 on all of your stats, depending on how many stars. Plus 1 on no stars, plus 2 on 1 star, plus 4 on 2 stars, and plus 6 on 3 stars is how I've read it, which is interesting. They've also got rid of footwork, and they've changed freedom of movement. Freedom of movement now doesn't give you like an extra layer of nimble, it instead gives you footwork, quick step, and rotation gets added to the skill tree, and then reduces the cost of using those. If you take rotation, it's no longer rotation. Instead of, it's now called tactical maneuvers, and you get rotation and footwork for that one perk, which is quite nice. So there's loads of new stuff, mate. I just thought I'd show a little bit of you because it got me quite excited. And there's loads of perks, like they've done a new skin on this one. I never liked the old one. Point blank, this new picture looks really cool. So they've done a lot of work on the artwork. They've changed nimble because they've got rid of freedom of movement. You now get, if you have relentless, your nimble also reduces your armor damage taken. Yeah, have a look. But be warned, it broke my old save file. So if you're really enjoying your current run for streaming purposes, make sure you save the mods that you swap out into a file, which is what I normally do, but I didn't do it this time because it's never broken it before. I should have, because the assets changed. It was my own fault. But yeah, I may just give up on the old run. We'll see. Yeah, they can take the win. Yeah, I might do the same. I was enjoying my sister run though, so we'll see. Onslaught's new as well. Yeah, there's loads. I was not saying loads. I've seen at least a dozen new skills, new perks, and they've tweaked some of the old ones. The problem we have now is you have to reread every perk because you don't want to presume it does what it used to do when it doesn't. But the biggest one I've noticed is freedom of movement. That is a significant change, and I liked freedom of movement, so that's a big blow for your nimble bros, because they were almost like naked bros. They had like, if they had high initiative, they were like double nimbles. Oh, there's a tier 2 sling as well, which I've noticed. And this character, for some reason, I noticed he had grapple for no reason. Oh, I can't do it mid-fight. On the last fight, he didn't have a net in his hand, and he had grapple. I don't know if it's because... It might have been a different bro, actually. I don't know if it's because he had nothing in his hand, or if it's because of his background. Maybe fishermen will get it, but either grapple has been removed from the game. Hang on. Ambidextrous, pugilist, unarmed mastery. Yeah. Grapple and choke. Oh, no. No, grapple is there. Huh. Unlocks choke when both hands are free. They have definitely changed the unarmed skill tree, because that's a 2-in-1 light rotation. And this guy had nothing in his hand and he had grapple earlier. So I wonder if everybody has grapple as default now. Maybe the skill makes it better. I don't know. I will have to explore it to find out. Anyway, lots of new stuff to discuss. So yeah, let me know once you've familiarised, because it'd be good to have a natter and see what we both deduce. Anyway, hope you had a good stream, and yeah, guys, once again, do go and check out Wabber's stream if you're not already. Anyone who doesn't know me from Wabber's stream, welcome. I think probably most of you know me, but if you don't, we're doing some Legends new assets update. If you already have the Legends app, it will tell you when you launch the game, but I believe the new one is 19.2.1. Nope, I'm on my old one. Hang on. Yes, so we've gone to 19.2.5 Legends and 19.2.1 on assets. So it's been a big asset update. Lots of changes graphically, mechanically, all sorts of things going on from what I've noticed. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm sort of speed observing stuff, so yeah, that makes sense. I'll have a look. Oh, we got this as well. I don't know if this was always here, because I don't really use the Warfork very often, but you can now disarm with the Warfork. I don't think that was there before, but I'm not certain. And there's now some sort of puncture, like dagger puncture, on the spear skills, which I'll show you in a second. This one, Heartseeker, which looks like a spear version of puncture. So for comparison, the regular thrust does 0 to 7 can ignore armor and 25 to 30 damage to hit points. This is the same damage to hit points, but 0 to 16 ignores armor. So in this example, it's more than double. In the previous one, when I was looking at it, it was on this character, it was a little less than double. But yeah, it seems to be around about 90% more effective. Yeah, this one's 0 to 19 and 0 to 8. Oh no, this one's double as well. Maybe I was wrong before. Anyway, and it looks like, yeah, it does extra injuries. Makes the spear guys slightly more interesting, but more flavour on them. I'm not using it yet because I'm fighting rabble. Still have puncture though. Yeah, look, grapple's popped up. So you can grapple and kick as standard now. It looks like everybody can grapple and kick. I know it says a particularly lucky or skilled manoeuvre may disarm them. 50% chance to disarm. And then I'm guessing once you take this, it will increase that. Grapple will no longer have a malus chance to hit. Oh, I see. So anyone can do it, but you've got a chance. You've got a debuff to strike. And then if you do hand-to-hand strike, it has a 25% to apply grapple. Any hit with hand-to-hand. Oh wow! So you can just punch, and there's a 1 in 4 chance of you actually doing grapple. That's pretty cool. It's like going for a hold. So you keep punching him, and then occasionally you'll just grab him automatically. So you don't have to waste the AP on doing grapple unless you really need to. Unlocks choke when both hands are free. Choked enemies. Hit chance is increased by 10%. Yeah, that's the same. 25% stunned or netted, and 50% if they're grappled or sleeping. I think that's changed. I think nets used to be better than grappled. Maybe I'm wrong, but you can combine those as well, I believe. So you can daze, stun, and grapple them, or daze, net, and grapple them, and it'll do even more. That stacks. So that's a good way of dealing with daggering down, etc., which has always been the case. Yeah, interesting. I don't know if you're hanging out for a minute, Wabber. I'll show you another one that I like your 2 cents on because I read it 4 times and my head started to hurt. It's a throwing skill. Let me find it. Oh, this one's particularly powerful, I think, on spear, shield wall type characters because it stacks. So every time you don't move, you get 5 to melee skill, 5 to range skill, and melee defense as long as you not move during your turn. And you start combat with 1 stack. If you get staggered, it removes the stack. Basically, an archer that plants his feet and takes his time gets more and more accurate, although I feel like it needs a cap. I'm hoping it has a cap and they've just been lazy in the description, because that just means that you've got to wait 10 turns and your archer's going to be like accuracy 100, which seems a bit overpowered. But for your, I like the defense anticipation as well for your, because I always let them come to me, so I should be taking anchor a lot. But yeah, interesting one. And that wasn't the one that hurt my head though. The one that hurt my head is like it's a throwing skill. It's a bit of a weird one. This one. See what you make of that. No worries if you got to shoot off, just let me know. But I always wanted your 2 cents on that. So I think, I could be wrong, my interpretation is that it's 50% damage with a melee. So when you hit with a melee, your next range attack will be plus 50% damage. So you then do quick hands, throw a javelin, and because you've thrown the javelin, you can quick hands back and do 50% on the melee. I could be wrong, but that's my interpretation of it, because it says versatile, but I'm not sure. Yeah, then vice versa. So I think it's encouraging you to keep switching, basically. Oh, I'm curious if the net counts. That would be cool on Net Brothers if it does, because you can go net, stab, pull out a javelin, throw it, stab again, you know, mess around with it. But yeah, I think it's a quick hands combo. But some really fun new skills anyway, so it'd be fun to see which ones are totally useless and which ones are quite good. So that's 35% to hit. Grapple is 15%, yeah, so it's got a 20% debuff. I think that's fair for the chance of grappling somebody and disarming them. I don't think I can't envisage me using grapple on anybody but a brawler, but it's nice to know in a pinch that anybody can drop their weapons, hold a guy down, and the other guys can stab them. So if you have a guy without a dagger, I guess dropping his weapon and holding the hedge knight that you've got surrounded and being fled, you know, that sort of thing, you might want to risk it, but I feel like it's going to be a desperation move most of the time. Positioning sucks on this. Fled for the hill and made a right hash of it. Now we're soloing it like we're gladiators, but we should get away with it. Yeah, exactly. Drop the weapon and pray. I mean, it might be a nice alternative if you're on a hill with an archer. Rather than stepping away, drop your weapon and grapple them. If you've got 3 guys nearby to like take advantage of the grapple. But if it's like, for example, with the knife guy there, he went from what, 45 to 25% chance to hit, and then once you've hit, it's 50% chance to disarm. So in theory, it's like 15% chance to grapple is pretty unlikely. But I mean, it's higher than 5, and I've shot a Geist before now, so it's not it's not a totally useless move, but probably is, like you say, a desperation shot. Would have liked the bows. See if we can hold them. Nice. Yeah, there's loads of graphic updates as well. So that knife is exactly the same as this knife, but this is the vanilla graphic, and this is the new Legends like jazzed up graphic. The longsword looks different as well. Oh, he's paying me nearly double. Starting to get tempted now. Close, but no cigar. I'm going to try and keep my relationship with up in a minute. What else did I notice? Yeah, this one's new. That's the militia spear, but they've changed the look of that. I think that's all I've noticed in my current armory. But yeah, there's lots of the longsword, the tier 1 two-handed sword. Well, I guess it's technically tier 2 because you've got the war brand. But yeah, the one that gives you the skills on adaptive is changed. So just be careful, because I was looking for an item that I'm familiar with and I couldn't see it because they changed the graphic. I am not actually sure I've seen the adaptive skill. If they've pulled that, I shall be a little aghast, because that is a really useful skill. Yeah, I'm not, unless they've changed the look of adaptive, in which case I'm looking for something that no longer exists, and I may be scratching my head. Because adaptive is one of my personal favourites, especially as me and you just worked out how to get the tier 1 skills. Oh, so that'll be funny if they've pulled it. Hopefully they haven't pulled it. Maybe they've just turned down the frequency on it. It gives you some information on the patch notes, but it doesn't tell you things to that degree of detail. Oh, if you want to loot armor, insanely good for looting, makes sense. Oh yeah, for daggering through the armor, yeah, absolutely. Ah, renown is going up a lot quicker, and we seem to be growing company size quite quickly on this one. But it is random solo, so maybe that's correct. I don't know. I said northwest. Oh, it's northeast. There we go. Or down here. I think we'll go down there. Oof, 28% chance to hit the head on a two-handed weapon, even though it's not that powerful. Ooh, if I found that, I wouldn't say no. And low fatigue use. Oof. Legendary location map. I've not seen that before. That's new. However, if you're still here, they've also now got skill books that you can buy and learn. A little bit like the ancient scrolls, only you can intentionally buy them. So you can buy the net scroll. That's probably why they've pulled adaptive. So they've pulled adaptive, but you can now buy and learn scrolls. Interesting. I've just answered my own question. I'll show you in 2 seconds. Oh, come on, open the markets. There you go. So I don't know if you're still there, but if you are, there's a treatise on armor, light armor. So it's this one's 1,500 base price. The current prices in this town is pretty decent, so it's only 1,802, which isn't bad. So for just under $2,000, you can learn the bow, you can learn barter, or you can learn the light armor skill trees. What I don't know, because it doesn't tell you there, is oh, I was about to say how many can you read, but it says there's a 50-day cooldown. So if you need the books, I guess you want to buy them early so that you can try and get a second one in if you need more than one. But that's quite cool, because the problem with adaptive was you can only do it once, and sometimes you needed two. I wonder if these books will give you the tier 1 skills that we so covet. So we'll have to test that out. But yeah, lots of new flavours they've added. I'm loving it. Feeling a couple of net brothers on this run as well. Oh, I hate sure so much. The most punishing traits when you don't use ranged. Oh, dastard on a no, we're definitely not taking that. We need, or we would need shortly, a bannerman or a banner lady. Just seems to be able to find one. Find your charming 1-star in resolve. Okay, he's not ideal. I would have preferred 2 or 3 stars in resolve, but we'll take one. I'm not greedy. It will also have the healing skills, unless they've changed that too. Please still have the prayers. Yes, we still have the prayers. Okay. Yeah, it'll do. So, have they fucked with the prayers? They've cleaned up some of the language on that, which is good to see. Something we had highlighted previously. Do like Holy Flame as well. Field triage, medicine packages. Yeah, so this guy's going to be utility, and he's also going to be inspiring, peaceable. So we're going to basically take as much resolve and as much healing and utility skills as we can. And then he'll inspire if he hasn't got anything better to do. Don't see any other utility skills. We should spec him into... Oh, we only got medium armor, so we'll take medium armor. And we'll pick up lies. Right, there we go. And we're going to have high resolve, so we may as well take the fatigue reduction as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, as I said, not going to be amazing. He's going to be... I think he's going to be a pretty solid bannerman. Pretty solid. We might even give him quick hands and we can throw the odd net as well. Yeah, a lot of utility skills we can build into him. I do like a monk. I strongly recommend a monk if you're playing Legends the first time, or a nun. They do make a nice... nice banner character. Have we got any money left? We'll give him some sort of weapon so we can get him to peaceable. Once we get peaceable, we're basically useless in a fight, but... I think it... We can swipe with that. We can poke with this. Warfork. 40 to 60. They changed the graphic on this as well. 25, 100, 52. 24, 152. Yeah, no, it's just a new graphic on it, looks like. Confusingly, they've left in some of the vanilla graphics, so that's what's throwing me slightly. Slayer in Wise training. And we need a hat and ideally some sort of body armor. Fleshing out rapidly. White split. Oh, thought I was going the other direction. Never mind. We'll pop up there first. For anyone just joining us, there's a new update out on Legends. They've totally tweaked and changed some of the perks, and they've added some whole new ones, so we're having a lot of fun with this. Yeah, these brigands before we drop this cargo off. Come back, brigands. Don't fight them in the swamp, though, Winnie. That would be a bad plan. We got no movement modifiers. Really? Peddlers usually give you a movement buff. Have they changed that as well? Oh, there's so many changes. Lots to explore. Come back here, you bastards. Take as many easy kills as we can get at the moment. Right, let's try and take this hill again. Shields now give ranged damage reduction as well as a default, which is another new thing they've added, which sort of makes sense, I think. You could argue it was almost their main function in the old days. Stop you getting skewered at the beginning of a fight. Three range guns, I should just charge him. I wonder if they've nerfed Rabble as well. They seem worse than they normally are. Oh, ranged again. Oh, I'm half asleep. Could have actually caught him. Damn it. Me not paying attention. He stepped that way instead. Oh, I could actually have got nothing. What is going on? Teasing me by not running straight away. That's frustrating. But it's worth it for the tools and the cash. Now I need to run halfway back to the way we started. So we will do our Indiana Jones, grab the item and run, although we're fighting quite well. We have some slings, we have a hammer, we may chance fighting. We've got a pretty strong pushing 30 melee defense and one pushing 40. Actually, no, it's going to break 40 now. No, we rolled a 1. Never mind. Front line. So, yeah, we may do this fight. I would prefer balanced and medium armor, but we don't seem to have it, so we'll go heavy and hope for the best. Very much a temporary character. Just lean into spears, I think. Well, we could do axes. We could 2 axes. Far too many useful skills to consider on this one. Nine Lives is a good option. Feint's a good option. Spear Wall is a good option. I think we'll lean into Spears. Do the classic shield made build. Need to get a 2-hander on this guy. Save him some pennies. Or get lucky and find one. So he's super accurate with that Spears. That's useful. Oh. Ancient bladed pike, which we wouldn't mind. No, we're going to take both. Do we only get the pike? Do we get the weapon as well? No zombies chased after us, that's a good sign. Welcome in those that have just joined us. I hope you're having a good Tuesday afternoon. Hey Tavnish, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you again. How are things? Hope you're well. We've been away for a little while with some various issues with health and internet dying on my computer, and some driver issues, and oh god, it's been like all sorts for the last week. Feels like I haven't streamed in forever, but it's only been a week. We did squeeze in a couple of little streams, but yeah, nothing major. But we should be getting back into our rhythm now. Yeah, I'm alright. It's I've got a lot going on. I'm alright, but yeah, I had a bit of a bumpy week. I'm in the middle of a legal battle, so for something that I'm very much in the right on work-wise, which is good. Just had a little contract hiccup that I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's boring. But yes, even though you're in the right, you have to go through all the legal rigmarole, and it's just slightly stressful, but I'm okay. Getting back into my groove now. Had some good conversations with powers that be and lawyers and things, so it's all going the right way. Just one of those things I've got to weather. But yeah, busy with the kids and stuff. Indeed. Yeah, you're not wrong. Forgive me, Tavnish, I can't remember if you're a Legends connoisseur or not, but if you didn't know already and you've just dropped in, they've added a new update, and there's all sorts of reskinned graphics. There's a tier 2 sling now, which is the sturdy sling. They've changed all the perk trees. They've got rid of footwork, for example, and they've changed rotation, and they've called it something else. Let me find you it as a good example. This is now tactical maneuvers, so you get rotation and footwork as a 2-for-1, and you now get that perk instead, which is quite cool. They've taken out freedom of movement, and instead of having like an extra layer of nimble in damage reduction, you instead get a reduction on the use of these skills. So the AP goes down like this, and they've added in some other new ones. So that's basically, to save you reading it all, that's just like a fatigue reduction and a AP reduction on tumble, leap, rotation and footwork and climb. Promise Potential is one that I think everybody's going to take on every character that's got it. I don't know why you wouldn't take it. The way I'm reading it, I could be wrong, is that if you don't have a talent in it, it goes up by 1 point. If you do have a star in it, you get 2. If you have 2 stars, you get 4. And if you have 3 stars, you get 6. But I could be wrong. It could just be up to 6. It does say 2 for every star, so I'm pretty sure it's 1, 2, 4, or 6. But they were lazy, so they put 1 to 6. But it's not quite accurate because I don't think you can get 5, but and 3. But I'm not going to split hairs. So yeah, Promise Potential looks like it's like a more powerful gifted, basically, on the intelligent perk group. But I think I'll be taking that on every brother. I don't see why you wouldn't take it, because you're going to get stats in every category, even the ones you don't level, which I think is going to be pretty useful. But yes, lots and lots of new things I'm noticing. Some they put in the notes. Many things I'm noticing weren't in the notes. But yeah, it's good. It's put some new life into my Legends run, so I'm enjoying unpacking all that. This campaign is the random single, so random solo. Forgive me, I get the words right. I was doing Sisterhood, but the new update broke it, which is a shame. And I might put the old mods back on, the old versions, so I can finish the run. But who knows? We might not. I was enjoying Sisterhood though, so I really might do. It's just a faff having to keep taking the mods on and off. But there you go. These things happen. But it's this is a new assets update, so if you update it, don't forget to update the assets, because I didn't notice at first and then it shouted at me. So yeah, it's a major update rather than a minor one. So there's 2 WinRAR files you have to change the assets one, which I haven't had to change for about 5 months, I think. But yeah, well worth checking out. And we did a 3 rerolls, and we picked the best reroll for our starting character, so we didn't end up with a rubbish character, because on our first roll we did in fact get a vagabond. So yeah, we rerolled a sellsword, and then we rerolled a fisherman, and I was very tempted by the fisherman because he had 3 stars on attack, and I like a net brother, but instead we took the sellsword. So we got a sellsword who's a pessimist and gluttonous, but has some stars in the right places. So we'll see. Probably going to be a 2-hander. So yeah, if you're can't be bothered to learn all the new perks, then bear with me, because I am the sort of player that will experiment with most of the skills. So I will do my best to deduce how they all work. If anybody's already started tinkering, then I get things wrong, please let me know. But yeah, there's definitely some significant changes here and there. Getting lucky with these slingshots. Heartseeker is a new one we've noticed on one-handed spears. It looks like they're also on 2-handed spears, so that's definitely a new skill. It looks like a spear version of puncture with the dagger, so it could be super powerful. We've yet to test it on anything that's not bandit rabble, so I can't really speak to its effects yet until we find something worth stabbing. Oh, it's only 5 AP as well. Interesting. Because it's the full weight into the thrust, you have to be based, so the range spear, I wonder if that's an oversight. Surely the range spear, if you're going to allow it, should be able to use its full range. Or maybe it's because of the damage behind it, you have to be stood right next to them. And it's naturally 5 AP instead of 6, which is an interesting choice as well. Again, I think that should be 6 on a 2-handed, and it should be 5 AP on a 1-handed. I think they've made it. They were trying to probably punish you for the special move to balance it. And I think they've made a mistake there, because they've not factored in their 200 spears, but we'll feed it back because it's a new update, so I'm sure there'll be lots of tweaks like that they need to make. Legends Discord are amazing though. Sometimes you give them updates, or you notice a slight glitch and it's fixed the same day. It's incredible how quickly those guys act. So kudos to them for what is a mod. They really put the effort in. And despite Menace appearing, it seems like people are still interested in Battle Brothers, which is great to see. Don't get me wrong, I am interested in Menace, but I'm enjoying the hell out of Battle Brothers, and I still think there's lots more to explore with Legends, so we will continue. If anyone has played Menace, let me know your thoughts though. It's not pulling me in as much as I would have hoped, but I haven't really given it enough time yet, and I don't have an awful lot of time to tinker offline, so something we may do on stream soon. I'm just going to take a very quick bio break, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. Right, where were we? It was going well. I'm enjoying this new version of Legends. Let's keep exploring it together. So, what an unusual default name. Im Suite. Forgive my ignorance, that is not a name I'm familiar with. I wonder if it's Arabic or something slightly unusual. I'm going to Google it out of curiosity. It's not one I'm now aware of. No, it's European. I'm definitely saying it wrong. Forgive me if anyone's called that. Oh, it's a surname, apparently. It's also missing an M. Should be double M, apparently. Fun fact, it's 1,484,726th most common surname in the world. That's pretty uncommon. Looks like it's French, Belgium in origin. There you go, learn something new. I'm still not sure how you pronounce it. So, this is our axeman in training. We haven't found an axe. Why is she upset? Oh, I went hungry and she's gluttonous. Damn it. It's a habit of mine. I need to be careful with that. We need to get a camp cook because that makes it a lot easier to keep on top of the food. So we'd normally take Brawny, but Brawny's not useful yet because we've not got gear that warrants its useful kickback. And I really like the idea of this anchor skill. So I think we're going to lean into this quite a bit, specifically on our shield brothers. I've just noticed we were going to make this one a axe and shield one. Oh, we're going to go duelist. No, this will be fine. This will be fine. This is going to be a duelist. Oh no, that's going to be initiative high. That's no good for us because we're going to be heavy. I don't think we're going to do versatile. I like the idea of it, but I think it doesn't work on this character just because he has quick hands. We don't have enough ranged oomph. Tactical maneuvers would be good. It's going to allow us to save people occasionally, but I think we can circle back for it. I think anchor is going to be demonstrably more useful to us. I would like to pick up student as well. Can't have everything, Winnie. No, I want to explore this. This is intriguing. 5 melee skill, and you start with it. So just don't move, basically. It's going to stop me scrambling up hills, but I guess if we do it quickly... Ooh, 4 on defense. Yes, please. It's still going to be useful. I think we should start bagging 3s on stamina. We should also think about getting resolve. I'd like to wait for a 4. Maybe being greedy. I think we'll wait for a 4 on resolve. We didn't pick up fortified mind. This guy really needs a banner man to stand next to him. I want to start driving up fatigue. If we're going to go battle forged, we are going to need it. Right. All the gluttons are upset we ran out of food. Greedy bastards. This is our net/slinger. We've got to waste 2 stars. Hang on a minute. Rethink. I haven't even spec'd this out yet. Tip of the fisherman, javelins. Okay, that makes sense. Net. All the net skills, lovely nets. Extra damage. Each time you use a throwing weapon, you can use throw net for free. Oh, hell yes. Okay, never mind. Scrap all plans. We're definitely doing that. So, throwing weapons, nets, all the ranged accuracy we can gather. Some of these may be sling only. We're just going to review anything that looks slightly ranged. And we'll review everything when we get to it. This is just a we will consider. This is not we're going to take all these skills, obviously. We need helps to have high health and fatigue to get the most out of muscularity. I don't believe it's base, is it? Your current hit points and current fatigue. Yes, so the more we can get on him, the better. Then we're going to want to give him, if we're going to go into, so we're going to be ranged and nets. He's going to be backlining, so we don't need melee defense. I know we rolled it. I was considering giving him daggers or something, but I think, oh, I wish we had bags and belts, but we didn't get it. Damn it. What is bags and belts? Hang on, bags and belts. Isn't that not a throwing? Or is that quick hands? Organised, Deadeye, or Cutthroat. Sure, some of these are new. I've not heard of Deadeye before. I think that's a new tree. We'll keep an eye on that. Deadeye looks new to me. Organised is the one I'm familiar with. So I wonder if we can find a treatise, the books, the skill books on Organised, because I would definitely take that. Bags and belts is sometimes very, very useful, and this would be an example where we want 4 pockets worth of javelins and nets. So this is actually a shame. Without having bags and belts, this net brother is demonstrably less useful, because being able to throw 5 nets is just so powerful. What we might do is have a nearby brother with helpful, but he's still not going to be as useful or as fun. That is a real shame. We'll keep an eye out, though. We'll keep an eye out. Still 3 nets. I'm being greedy. 3 nets is still useful when you can throw them 5 squares or 5 tiles. It's a really fun utility character to use. Right, we're going to lean into... Yeah, we're going to lean into this first, just because it's fun. He's backliner, so I think we can skip Colossus for 1 level. I'm just going to knacker his initiative. I feel like we want to overwhelm as well with throwing weapons. I don't know enough about some of these new skills. And I don't take throwing very often. I wonder if you can debilitate a range. I assume you can. I'll have to play with it. Do we go medium skills? Medium light armor, and we take the range defense off of it. Oh, that's interesting. We get tactical maneuvers on tier 2 with some of them we get on tier 5. So they've mixed it up a little bit. Interesting. Thrustmaster now covers glaive strike as well. Oh, so much subtle and some colossal changes that it's hard to get your head around. We could make him an okay melee brother. He's going to break 60 in 3 levels, so he's not going to be terrible. Am I making a mistake here, not making him... No, you can't be javelin nets and close combat. That's stupid. I think he's going to be 5 javelins, 3 nets. The problem is, what does he do once he's run out? We're definitely going to need bags and belts on this guy. I wish he had some healing or utility skills to pad him out, but we may find a better net guy. This might be... We're going to rename him Net Apprentice, because he may be a tempo. But for now, I think we'll... take Battle Forge. I don't even think we need Brawny. That'll be a later pick if we're going to do it. We'll pick up Battle Forge when we get to it. The rest of the time it'll just be regular Joe. It's not like we can take dodge. There's nothing else we can really do about it for now. It's a weird one. No, I'm wrong. I am wrong. can overwhelm at medium skills. We'll just see. We'll have a play with it. It's a weird one. Right. Enough fiddling with shit, brothers. Let's get on with it. We need some javelins when we see them. Hopefully, if we go north, actually, we might be able to get some off the barbarians. It's a bit of a risk. These javelins are a pain in the arse when they're levelled at you, but it's probably a quick way of finding some. Do we do a stronghold? Probably not when I'm arousing the toilet. To go up here if we're going to do it. Day 8. Or do we go south? We'll see. We'll start drifting north, see if we can get up to the barbarians. Expensive feud. New graphic for the Walker's axe, but they left the old one in. We're still looking for a bannerman. I also wouldn't mind a cleaver whip character, so we'll see. We're not hiring at the minute. There you go. The situation's fixed. Sweet. Decrease. It's not what Sweet is bothering the locals. He's slapping buckets out of their hands, kicking women into the mud. When an old man confronts him. Brilliant. Stronghold. Oh, that's what I was going to look up. It seems that we're not getting terrain movement modifiers, but I could have sworn Peddler would have got one. Oh, they're still there. Maybe it's just the ones I've got, the backgrounds I've got. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Right. Screw it, let's go north. Hang on, Keep, can't get quests. Bailey, I don't think we can get quests. Sister, we definitely can't get quests. I'm not sure about this one. We'll go this way and down again. There's no point going north if we can't get contracts. We'll run out of cash. And food. See if we can spot other ones for north. Nope, I tried. Okay, we'll get some more money and we'll go north. Should be able to pick up some quests or contracts in the city. Oh, just realised we need to update this. We're on day 108. What mission? We're now doing. We've used one token, because we didn't fancy doing Oath Takers yet. Oh, excuse me. Let's go for day 9. We're not finishing yet. I just thought I'd update that because we're a little bit behind on that one. There we go. Right. Not bad prices. Oh, really cheap food actually. So an event on for food. Yeah. Venison and furs. Oh shoot! Oh, we could have got someone else. Furs are definitely not in plentiful supply. They're ripping me off on furs. But I will take the meat. Go on, we'll risk a 2 skull. Be nice to fight something that's not just bandit rabble. Some thugs with some gear would be pleasant. Or even one raider at a push we can just gang up on. I'd rather not fight a necromancer. Screw it. Necromancers have ended my runs early before. We need to make sure we target him. The forest is not a bad map for that. Because when they raise from the dead, which they will go from being a bandit rabble with 35 health to being a Wiederganger with 150 health. Now, we can probably handle some. But it won't be fun. Oh, yes. Okay, it's not giving me easy line of sight if he's going to stay there. He also has no protection. So we need to really think about how we're going to get around him here. Oh, he thinks he's got superiority. That's going to make this more headache. Nah, he's still inching forward, so we're good. He's going to leave a hole to the necromancer, we might be okay. So first use of the new Heartseeker move. Let's get out of the way so that doesn't happen again. To be expected. we can get to him before he closes on us. That's huge. Oh wow. The forest's really slowed him down. Yeah, I should be able to work my way towards the necromancer. We'll have if he doesn't, if I don't stand next to the archer, he won't pull his dagger either. Okay, he will in this case, but I may just knock him off with a shield and charge the necromancer. I'm doggedly going for that necromancer no matter what. With my main character, this is a risk. Yeah, they don't care about necromancer. They don't act like Vita gangers. It seems like they're only coded to protect him when they're Vita gangers. Zombies, if you prefer. Can't bring him down. There we go. It's a nasty head hit from the zombie. Steal his weapon. Don't go with the hammer getting up again. Right. 95% chance. Right, we're on him. Next turn, he's dead. Might be 2 turns, he's got some armor. I may knock him back again, so we're not getting 2 of them, or 3 of them fighting downhill on us. I think while based he can't raise the dead, but I'm not certain. I'm fairly confident with this fight, so as long as he can't raise the dead, we should just be able to rout the rest of them. Neutralized. Right, now it's just an easy bandit rebel fight with some extra pay. Dead bandit mates rising from the dead doesn't bother you. As soon as I punch one of them in the face, you all flee. That makes sense. Yeah, that hell's not going to help you. Up to my pokey accurate stick of doom. who's just joined. We're doing the Legends mod new update. There's been a lot of perk changes, a lot of graphic changes, some core mechanics changes. Adaptive is now gone. There are now treatises, which are basically books or manuals, a little bit like the Ancient Tombs, so they have changed that. Here's an example. Yeah, so if you're just joining, let us know if you've been playing it yourself today. Update, I think, I'm not sure when the asset update dropped, but the new update tweak was this morning. But I've not played for a week, so we're a little bit out of touch. So here's a net book, a chef book, and a crossbow book. Oh, the chef book's particularly nice. So you could take a brother, like a blacksmith, who's good for utility skills for keeping your tool use down, or a miner, or a woodsman, you know, anything that sort of gives you something a bit different, and then just slap the chef skills on top of him, which would then give him like 12, hopefully give him 12 useful utility skills, and then you're getting the absolute most out of a brother who's sat in a tent, basically, not as a forward character. Interesting. I really hope they have not had the foresight to block donkeys as well. If I can get a donkey reading a book, that will amuse me no end. But yeah, lots of new skins, new tier 2 slings, all sorts of new things. If anyone's just joined and you've got any questions, do feel free to ask. Still getting 20%. Good prices. We wanted to go north for javelins, but we will keep pootering about. Oh, let's do our level ups. Yeah, death from above. I'm sure this is a new one for peddlers, but I could be wrong. Anyway, we'll take it. We'll find a warbow later, but for now, this bow will still give us a little bit of a plus to hit and make what is otherwise a utility brother slightly less shit. Could do peaceful pacifist with him, we'll see. We will see. I think for now he's going to have his uses. Maybe make him into a semi-useful. Oh, I didn't get recovery. I was going to say a semi-useful perfect focus archer, but I don't know. I'm torn now. Maybe better just keep a pacifist. Saying that, we've already got the trading skills and some bartering skills. I'm not sure if it's justifiable to have a peddler as a utility brother. We'll see. I'm going to give this guy a student to try and accelerate his learning because he's not the best. Some banner in training. Ooh, first time we've seen thugs. Oh, raiders as well. If it was just the thugs, I might give that a go. But the 5 raiders, that's too many. If we can catch them on like a... If they release some troops, we'll swing back. I might be able to do that if it's got some on patrol. I'll take the 3 Nacho fight, that's easy. Not gonna go on my way. Need some movement. We need some movement plus brothers next higher, I think. Gosh, we seem to be... Renown seems to be going up much quicker than usual. Next size increase at 750. Okay. Oh, I like they've added that. Current 505. You used to have to switch screens between this and the Renown screen. That's a really nice improvement. I'm enjoying this new update. Lots of tweaks and changes. Oh, prices are horrific. Oh, 42%. We need a fight so we can bring some stuff. Make some money. Just double check. I'm sure our armor's good, but yep. Good enough food, right? Yes. Let's do return item first. And then we'll do this. Let's track south. I don't think he will, but yeah, on the off chance. Again, for any late joiners, they've totally revamped brawling as well. That is now anybody can now grapple if they have nothing in their offhand, which is quite nice for net brothers, for example. You don't need to take any skills in it, but it is reduced effectiveness if you're not trained in it. And from what I've seen, choke and grapple are now 1 perk, and punching increases your chance of then attempting a grapple, so you can strike them and then try and get a hold. It's basically trying to simulate a scuffle, I guess. So there's lots of changes from what I've seen to brawling skills, or unarmed skills if you prefer to call them that. Yes, so lots of shifts in the approach, as well as changes to rotation and footwork. That is now a perk called tactical maneuvers. freedom of movement has changed massively. It's instead of it giving you a damage reduction like scaling on initiative difference, like an extra layer of nimble, it is instead a reduction in the AP and fatigue use of footwork, rotation, climb, and tumble, I believe, and leap. So it's radically changed. I'd argue it's a different skill altogether now, but I guess they didn't want to mess around renaming everything. But they've completely changed its approach and the sort of brother you put it on. So far, that's the only skill I think, perk they've changed that I think I'll miss. Because they've basically made Nimble Brothers worse. There's another one they've also combined. Combined's probably the wrong expression. They've changed the relationship between Relentless and Dodge. Sorry, Nimble. Relentless and Nimble. I mean, I've always taken it on my Dodge builds anyway, but Nimble, if you have Relentless, now... Now, it gives 1/3 of your nimble damage reduction is now also conferred onto your armor damage taken. So your armor, although it will be a smaller amount because you're a nimble character anyway, what little armor you do have will stay with you a little bit longer by 33%, which is quite nice, I think. But I still don't think it's as good as 2 damage reduction layers of nimble and freedom of movement. So arguably that has been nerfed quite a bit. And I don't think Nimble Brothers were that great in Legends anyway. I think medium is probably the sweet spot. But we'll see. I mean, the good thing is that with these skill books, you're going to be able to respec a character out in an adaptive-like fashion much more easily. Because the skill books mean that you don't need adaptive anymore. And you can just learn the skill book. I'm curious to see if there's a cap on how many you can learn. The current cap just says that you can only read a book every 50 days. So if you need one, you probably want to make a rush on it. And the ones I've seen so far have been costing around about 1,800 at the base price of 15, but it could be that the more expensive or more desirable skills are more. I have yet to explore that yet. So I guess if you get a brother early on and you take him to the late game, you might get 3 skill books down his throat. I wonder if there's a cap on the skill perk tree as well. Something we'll have to stress test, but very interesting new feature. I will make sure to drop a thanks to the Legends guys in Discord later. If anybody is enjoying the new update, I would urge you to do the same, because these guys do it for the love of the game. They don't get paid, so it's good to show them some appreciation. They're basically giving us free DLC content, which is pretty cool in my book. And I'll link it later if anybody needs the Legends Discord link, but if you just Google Legends Discord, it will come up. It's also pinned in my Discord, which is in my About page, and I will occasionally get spammed into chat as well by the bot. Alright, 2 level ups, nice. Oh, I wonder if they changed this. This is the 3rd one I've got. So I was offered, in this math case, I was offered 450 once, so 10 more than what we were paid. This one's almost double, and the other one we had earlier was almost double. I haven't seen a triple yet. Maybe it's an RNG, I'm not sure. I do need money, but I'm trying to build up reputation, so... Hopefully this won't pull the 40% prices down, but it probably will. No, 42% still. We'll sell all this at premium rate. Oh. Now, that was too challenging before it was a contract. Now it's a contract and maybe nerfed. Let's be careful on our approach here, though. We need food and we need to patch these weapons up, so let's go and grab some, because prices here are not fun. Should have enough food just to get there. Oh, come on, we've got 2 gluttons. Don't punish me, don't punish me. Go, 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 go. Okay. I think this is too much. I never save scum, but I am going to do it in this case. I don't think we'll need to do this. But with this many changes to the poetry and me being rusty having a week off, Battle Brothers, I think we'll just see how this goes. Or maybe we'll be fine. I don't know. See if the dogs come forward first. He's coming straight at me. Okay. Oh, we can't get to the hill in time. The dogs will stop us here. Or we could, no, saying that, we could get an archer on the hill. Or a pike. Maybe we should have done this in the daytime, but he's got ranged as well. Okay. I'm going to take my own advice. I always say use terrain if you can. We definitely can in this case. What's that? It's a woodcutter's axe, right. Headshots on him, please. Oh, I'm right back. Dogs will have Pathfinder, so this should maybe give me a turn to kill dogs before the humans close, but we'll see. This may be too bold. Surely the dogs have to charge. They're dogs. Oh, this is the AI is cheating now. See if I can bait him. Yeah, he's not having it. He's definitely just holding there. That's me trying to be too clever. Really like to shoot up here, but I've got to act as one unit, I think. just need to move the pike guy there. Oh, a headshot would have been glorious, but the fact we hit him is still pretty impressive. My instincts might have been right on this one. Can't deal with the bloody dogs. That buys us some time on the 2 window. I don't see us being able to bring these raiders down. I think the thugs will be fine. It's kind of oh, it's a Falcon. I thought that was a military cleaver. They've changed the model so much I don't recognise the weapons now. Nice. Okay, that was helpful. Oh, come on. Hits him in the face when we want to hit the body. Slightly overconfident. Just feel like it's an easier run than it normally is. Though Renown's certainly going up quicker, so I did want to just stress test the combat mechanic. We actually shoot with accuracy 33. I mean, it's pretty trash. Just to get a hit though. Immediately fails. Great. We did 11 hits in a row on the other fight. With a spear move. It's different. Similar to puncture with a dagger. Not quite as effective. But we can do injuries as well. So it's like a combination of the injury sword move and puncture, but both are to a lesser degree. Okay, we used 2 whole turns it took him to get out of that net. That's really helpful. Try and break his morale by doing that, but that didn't work. I don't see this happening. If we can maybe kill the thug. No. And so if we can kill the rabble quickly, they might break the thugs in this case. don't think they will. That Heartseeker's interesting, actually. That did a lot of damage. To the injury. It does work. Okay, that dropped his skill back as well. Interesting. It's made the spears just a bit more flavourful, I guess. Even surrounded, he's got 40 melee defense with no other. That's pretty impressive. At this stage. Oh, it's a rotation. Making on a range character. That's interesting. Yay. We need some luck. This is potentially winnable. My range is just trash. That hammer guy's going, I think. That's our raider. Yeah, I did say we need some luck. I think there's quite a bit there as well. Had the fatigue, had a shield walled, but oh, he's surviving the flow as well. Oh, he just hit his own guy with the scythe. Oh, if we'd have got 2 hits, he'd have died. Damn it, even on 76%. This game is cruel sometimes. Alive. We could have won this if we'd have taken the big boys down. Too much fatigue costs at the end. Yeah, we're still too junior for this fight. It was my instinct, but joys of early stages. Oh, they're starting to go. We're close. Who's this guy doing? He's not much better at melee anyway. hours on these things. Come on. Caused cascade. Ah. We lasted probably 2 turns longer than we should have on that point, to be honest. Yeah, well, now they go. Oh, there's always one turn too late. There we go, cascade. Oh, they still hold him. Brave bastards. Flee now with one. I thought we'd do worse, actually. So, we gained a two-hander, which we needed. We lost the raider, we kept the shield maiden. The raider was probably a better sister. Gives us the two-handed axe though. It's a bit risky on 14, but I may do. We'll see. We may take that save scum. Let's save anyway. I didn't even pay attention what day we are. 30. Alright, thanks for joining, guys. Hope you enjoyed the new modded or new updated mod of Legends mod. There's loads of new changes as we've been discussing, and we'll keep exploring some of these new perks and the tweaks to the old ones. What day are we on? Tuesday. We should be doing peak tomorrow. I may do some tonight, we'll see, but I'm probably going to keep doing some Battle Brothers because I'm enjoying this, and it's good to be streaming again. Once again, anyone who's just joined, apologies for the hiatus. We've had a few things going on in the real life, but we're getting back on top of things now. A few new people that have joined. Please do hit follow if you're enjoying the content. Sontantinua, forgive me if I've pronounced that awfully. Good to see you again, Septua and DJ My Bear. Don't forget to go and check out DJ if you haven't already. A little shout out. Right, we'll see who else is online to raid out to. Hopefully Otto or somebody's on. And I need to duck off. Who is online? Although he often finishes similar time. Oh, he is on. Let's go and drop in and say hello to Otto. Unless there's anyone else we recognise. Otto pims him. Oh, he's Russian. Mad Genius, I don't know. Brinley is just doing a VOD, it looks like. I don't know Mad Genius. But I owe Otto a raid. Let's drop in on Otto. Alright, guys. Thank you once again. And I'll catch you on the next one. Should be back tonight in about 5 or 5.5 hours this evening. Time, depending on where your time zone is. But it's this evening for me. But see you in about 5-ish.